Next question, also on the P6 topic on food chain, food web. This is the question I think some of the students also has gotten some mistakes. In this question, shown us a food web as given, we have two organisms. Y and Z represents two consumers. Consumers means animals that feed on other organisms, which means that it should not be the grass. The grass is a producer. And just nice, as we are scanning through the question, one of the options describing Y and Z to be a grass in option 1 is not true. We shouldn't be choosing option 1. They show us the populations of Y and Z, how do they change over time. And from the population size or number of organisms over time, we can have a rough guess of their role in a food web, whether is it a predator or is it prey. In this graph that we can find, organism Z, the one that has the dotted line, it has a higher population over time compared to organism Y. So the larger the population size of an organism, the more likely it shows that this organism is a prey. So that it can maintain a stable ecosystem, there must always be more food present for the predator to ensure that the ecosystem is stable and able to continue for a longer time. If not, the predators will have less and less food to sustain its population, then the entire ecosystem may collapse. For organism Z, which is the solid line, it represents Y. Its population is smaller, more likely to show that it is a predator. So we can look through the rest of the options to see whether the relationship is correct. So for organism Y, it is meant to be a predator, and then organism Z is a prey. We just need to find which matching is correct. So frog being a predator of the rabbit is not true, because in this food web given, there is no predator-prey relationship between the frog and the rabbit. So option 2 cannot be chosen. Option 3 and 4, these two, they are pretty similar but opposite. Rabbit is not the predator of the snake, so we should eliminate it. And then option 4, snake is a predator of the frog. We should choose option 4. So most of the careless mistakes made by students over here is a transfer error. When they see dotted line and solid line and they don't match it properly, they may make some mistakes. Because they see that the solid line, it's Y is on top, Z is below. When you just simply use your eyes and scan, some students will mistakenly see the dotted line to be Y instead of Z because of the transfer error that they make using their eyes. So avoid such errors and do your workings by just simply using a pen or pencil to draw strokes to be able to match them correctly. So the dotted line, Z, we just point it to here to help yourself and guide yourself that it has to be dotted line being Z. The next transfer error that some students make is they may know that this is Z, but they match it here to be Z and then here to be Y because of proximity. They see that this one is Y on top, is closest to match it to here. Another transfer error. Dotted line for yourself, when you're writing it out, is Z. You should trace it, write down for yourself that Z here should be represented by the second column. So these are some ways that question like this is not too difficult. It's usually just careless mistakes that students make when they just simply look at the question, scan it using their eyes, not really doing any workings to prevent any transfer error, and choose the wrong options because of that. So little effort, just using your pen to draw strokes and do a match, it can help you to save some careless mistakes.